Hi guys, I'm here to record a journal that I completed. I was on the Junk Journal Junkies Facebook page and realized that I had missed the Christmas in July junk journal swap, but I still wanted to make one, so I made this one. Between work and household chores, I think it took me like a week to get it done. That includes cutting stuff out, deciding what I wanted to use, and the paper stack that I used, it's one I've had for a while. I think I purchased it when a store was going out of business. It's called Hello December. I used that along with just some coffee dot papers that I had, and most of this, if you see shimmer or some of the pages that I did not copy dye, I sprayed them with this. And what this is, it's some glimmer mist that I had. I saw a YouTube video where the lady recommended putting BBs into the bottom to keep the mica moving around. Well, as you can see, this was supposed to be this color. However, I'll show you on the pages. The BBs rusted inside of my glimmer mist and messed it up. So it's now like a brown. It looks like watered down coffee with mica powder in it. This one is the same way. So I put X's on them to let them know that, hey, they're not the color that they're supposed to be. And you can even kind of tell just by looking in the bottle. And this one sounds like it still has BBs in there. I thought I had gotten them all out. So now they're just brown with mica. I use them for staining paper. I think I have 2 more bottles that are this way. So if you see that video, please do not put BBs in your glimmer mist. It will mess them up. And the ones that are sprayed red that you actually see are the Lindy's Stamp Gang, and this is Poinsettia Red Gold. I really like these. I have quite a few that I need to start using up, otherwise they will go bad. So I'll get to use them. This is using a 9x12 envelope that I made into a journal. I have some more journals that I'm working on. I want to do a Halloween one. I got some die cuts from Yvonne. Thank you so much, Yvonne. I really love them, and I posted on the it's Artful Mail or Artful Something group that I received them, and I really like them. I just haven't decided if I want to do a vintage Halloween journal or if I want it to be more colorful. So I'll decide. And I used some seam binding that I dyed. This is 2 colors of sprays. I think one is a coral and I don't remember the other color, but I put it underneath the paper because I didn't want the bow to be really on top. And this is a Martha Stewart die. This is a piece of scrap paper that I had left over. These are downloads from Pinterest, or if I googled it and found it. And to get the you know how a stamp has the little ridges in it? Well, I cut it out square, and what I did is I used my little hole punch to punch out the pieces where the paper was left to make it look like a stamp. So I'm going to do a really quick flip of this. Hopefully I'm in frame, and I am. So let's get started. So, and I really wish I had participated in the swap, but next time. So this is using a Sheena Douglas embossing folder. I was going to use this somewhere else in the book, but I decided just to put it on the front cover. I didn't want to keep it and add it to my pile of stuff, so that's why it's on the front cover. This is a Pinterest download right here, and so is this. It's Welcome Christmas, and you can journal on the back of it. That's some washi tape that I got from Tuesday morning. And this is the back of that one. I made a pocket right here. This is from the Welcome Christmas stack. It had a sticker sheet. What did I do with them? It's right here. And I used a couple of the stickers off of here. I don't know. I got it from that store, but the colors to me weren't traditional Christmas, but I went ahead and used them up anyway. This is from another paper stack. I just put it on a postcard, a spot to journal, using up some scrap paper. And this is actually washi tape on a piece of this that was left over. I just put the washi tape on there to give it that candy cane look and stuck it on there and cut it into a flag. A tuck spot right here. This is just some extra paper that was left over. Put that download on there. And this is a tuck spot. I got this off of, what is that lady's name? If you've seen her video, you'll know who it is. But I like the idea of having that on there, the poinsettia. And I have quite a few that I purchased maybe 2 years ago from I Am Roses. So that allowed me to use some in this book. This is another download from Pinterest with the journaling spot on the back. And this is just using up some of that coffee dyed paper. A place to journal. I'll put that back in. I never can do that right. Another download right here. And I just glued it to the page. And this I made just into a little notebook with some extra paper for journaling, because some of these papers do not lend for writing on, where you can see what you've written. This just makes it a little bit clearer for you. And this is that paper that I was telling you about. So it's kind of Christmassy, but it's not really Christmassy. This is a stamp that I got, I think either last year or the year before, when Hobby Lobby had their stamps. I think they were half off, so I bought quite a few Christmas stamps. And sorry guys, I'm making the camera go out of focus. This is from a Kaiser Craft pack. I took one of those out and just adhered it for a tuck spot. This is a download. I'll tuck that in there, and just using up scraps. I didn't want to throw them away. There's nothing wrong with them. So, and this idea I also got from the same lady, and she got the idea from somebody else. So I'm just keeping it going. A recipe card, and can you guys see the shimmer on there? This is the spray that I was telling you about, where you can kind of see where the paper looks like something stained on it. That's that spray, and that's the red poinsettia spray. And that's just a recipe card that I stuck in here. I don't know what happened to the card that goes with it. And this was used, I made this using, someone posted a link for making your own library cards. That's what that is. And I got some paper from the Goodwill a while ago and just folded it up, stuck it in here for some journaling. Another download. And this is the other side of the envelope right here. And this is a stamp, and I just used a circle punch to punch it out. Another download right here. Good journal on the back. Another tuck spot right here, using up some paper scraps. And this was in my tray. I don't know why I didn't use it. Probably because you can't totally see the words, but I like it in here. So, for a junk journal. And another one of those stamps. And I used the scraps that were left over to make this little tuck spot right here. And this is from one of those matte stacks that Michael's used to carry. So I just cut it down and mounted it on some paper that I printed lines on. And this is just some paper to journal on. And I posted a video a few minutes ago, and I figured out why it was upside down. But I recorded it twice, and I wasn't going to do it again because it was just showing some journals that I had previously done. And this is a pocket. I made a big tag and stuck it in there. It still has room for some other things. And I cut this from the paper stack. That's the name of the paper stack. It's Hello December. And I kept the rest of them that I'll use in some more journals. So, a stamp from Michael's. And this paper is a... Let me get it. Sorry, guys. Let me show you. Paper stack. Sorry about that. I can't find it, but it's a paper stack that only has Christmas writing paper in it. It's not patterned. If it is patterned, it's just patterned around the edges, but it gives you ledger paper, journaling paper, a letter that you want to write to Santa Claus, And I tore some of those out, and I just trimmed this one down and mounted and put it and glued it in the book. So, and this one is a stamp, and I stamped it twice. I stamped it once in black, but to me it was too dark for this book, and this one is in red. All of the letters didn't come out, but I embossed it and I liked it, so I used it in here. Just some paper that I stamped on, some scraps. You can journal on the back of them. Another stamp. And I have a habit of stamping once I put my book together. In all actuality, I should be stamping before, because the surface is smoother or flatter and it gives you a cleaner stamp. So, but it's a junk journal, so I can't be too upset about it. Piece of scrap paper that was left over. And I put these pieces of scrap paper inside, and I actually stapled it. And on the back, I used another piece of scrap paper and covered the staples up. Space for writing. This is from that paper stack. I put an envelope on here, and it's not a tuck spot, but I put it to where if you put something in here, it's going to expand so you don't rip the envelope. And this is another one of those papers that I was telling you about from that book. And it came from Hobby Lobby. So I just folded them up, put in here, give you places to write. I've got to start paying more attention to what the swaps are on the Junk Journal Junkies page. So, sorry about that. And this is just a scrap piece of paper that I stamped on and put some washi tape. This is a stamp that I stamped out and trimmed it down to make a tuck spot. And this one is the Tim Holtz die. I cut this Noel, which is kind of funny, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And they are sitting in a cigar box. They were supposed to be for cards that I was going to mail out, but they never got mailed out. So I chose to use it in this book. And I thought this page out, and then I didn't like the center binding. This would have been, these 2 pages would have made the center, this one and this one. And I like the idea because the word Noel, then you have the caroler here, and then the first Noel song. But I didn't like the binding, so I stuck this in the middle, closed it up to make a pocket. And this is the rest of that paper. I was trying to use it up. I'm trying to get rid of some of my paper stacks. I have never done a craft room video, but I might. So these are just papers that were left over from that same stack. This is washi tape, and I used the Martha Stewart punch right here. And I just put this on here because I didn't like the way it looked once I glued this piece on. So the back of that pocket. This is a Tim Holtz die right here. And these are just, this is a scrap that I put washi tape on. And this is more of that paper. Just folded it up. Put a journal on it. And I really enjoyed watching you guys' videos, the ones that posted of the Christmas and July journals. Hopefully I'll get to participate in the next journal swap because I haven't done one in a while. So, and this is a stamp. I embossed it. I really like the way it feels. And I like the stamp. So, scrap paper that I put ledger paper on. I'm trying to use that up also. And this is a piece that was left over. So, I put ledger paper on there so you can journal on it. And this is another idea from the lady that got the idea from the other lady. So, I apologize. I cannot remember the names. But I like the idea of having all these tuck spots. And it kind of reminds me of doing mini albums. And I think in my next journal, I am going to incorporate some mini album concepts into the journal because I like having all the tuck spots. So I'm going to go kind of quickly to finish this up. Another download journaling spot. Paper that was left over. I added some graph paper on the back. Another one of those from that book. And these are just pockets. This was a download. I used some stickles on here, if you can kind of see it. And I also used some of that snow text on here. Open it up, you can journal right here. Another tag, you can journal on the front and on the back of that one. The Tim Holtz die. A tuck spot. This is a download I want to say it's Heidi Swap, but I'm not 100% sure. Another recipe card for journaling. And this is a tag I made last year. Just threw that in here, and I used the credit card to make lines on there just by dipping it in some ink. A doily. Another tuck spot. And this is actually a stamp on these pages. A printout just to make a tuck spot. Some more paper that was left over. Another tuck spot up here. I used an index card. This is from those pads that you get from Michael's. I just tore up a couple sheets and put it in there. And this is one of the stickers from the paper pad. I put that on there. And I just drew the road myself, so I thought that was kind of cute. Another stamp. This is a tuck spot right here with a journaling spot. Oh, I'm sorry. On here, I stamped Be Merry. So, and this I had created a while ago. It had some trees stamped in the background, but I didn't like it. So I pulled it out and I just sprayed it with some green Lindy Stamp Gang spray. And you can flip it up and journal on the inside. And that's another one of the stickers from the paper pack. And a tuck spot right here. And it says, Oh, Jolly Joy. And this, I used some clear embossing powder on it to make it a little bit stiffer so it won't tear. And a tuck spot right here. And this is just extra paper that was left from cutting. Another one of those pieces of paper from that paper pad. And that's just a tuck spot using some paper and a sticker. Again, more paper from a paper pad that I got from Michael's a while ago. And this is the last page. And this is the back of the book. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please leave a comment. And I hope to see you or participate in the next journal swap on Junk Journal Junkies. So keep watching out for another video with this journal and another one I have something that I want to share. Have a great day. Bye.